Hello, everyone, and thank you for tuning in. Today, we're going to be looking at Chainlink and its recent price action. And the important part is that it has finally made contact with previous resistance of the last local top. Remember, if you do like this video and the other videos that I make on this channel, do hit the like button down below and also consider subscribing. We have been looking at Chainlink throughout this entire downtrend. It currently right now it has dropped around 67% from where it is right now to the price, of where it made contact with. And it's not pretty, I know, but it could be expected. One would say it's expected after such a huge rally of over 205%. And it could be another argument is that this exponential move of Chainlink is changing to another one. That isn't to say that it's never going to go up anymore. That is to say that the return in quick fashion, like what we saw recently in the past, might not repeat again in the future. However, one pattern that I am quote not necessarily banking on, but one of the ones that is dictating my belief of a turnaround that is coming with Chainlink is these red lines here. Now they're arbitrary red lines, but each one represents the local top of Chainlink at the time. It becomes resistance. We come back down to the previous resistance, make it support. We blast off past the prior high, and we have been doing this one, two, three, four times. Currently, we're looking to make it a fifth. We see that the top local top was around 0.0016 Bitcoin, and the last resistance was 58,000, or sorry, about 52,000 sats. We are currently at that level, around there, close enough, I would say, that we've made contact and we're holding steady there. As we saw in previous times, it could be next week, it could be within a few weeks. With this one here in March, we saw that it came down and held at this line for 2 weeks before making a move of around 50% up and then correct and then came back to break resistance. However, I think time is not of the essence, but it's coming. I think every day that we hold this level, the sooner the day will come for Chainlink to start to reverse. And all the other indicators are in showing that it is around that time. Chainlink on the RSI hasn't been this low since July of 2018, or sorry, since July of 2018. That was the last time that we were even lower than this level. The MACD has fully reset, I would say, to the price action of 2019, of the movements there. We have gone to that level. So I would argue that it's coming. I don't know when. When looking at when Chainlink does meet at these price levels, it's fairly soon. We said the same thing also. Not that I'm forgetting about it, but I'll bring up the moving average, and more specifically the 20-week moving average, because we also use this as well. That, well, when we look at the 20-week moving average, it seems that Chainlink rarely goes below it, and if it does, it's for a brief amount of time. Well, at this point, we've been below it quite some time. We've been below it about 63 days. And, I'm sure a lot of people are growing impatient. However, I think it's going to turn around. We see that the 20-week moving average is dipping down. So the move doesn't need to be as strong as it needed to be before it started dipping down. That the lagging indicator will continue to come down. Hopefully around that time, Chainlink will begin its rebound, make contact with the 20-week, surpass it, come back up to these higher levels at 0.0016 Bitcoin. That's what I'm banking on. I think a lot of people are hopeful, but I know a lot of people might be a little bitter, especially if you bought at the top of Chainlink and you saw this 67, 68, almost 70% correction against Bitcoin. Your Bitcoin valuation on your Chainlink position has devalued quite a bit. However, I do think Chainlink will cut you some slack. I'm fairly confident that it will at least break this price level. And I want to kind of remind people that Chainlink has been a great performer for the past 3 years. 3 years. The trend has not yet changed yet. And people tend to have, I guess, short term biases with their crypto positions or when they're trading. They tend to forget that Chainlink has been up 5,800%, and they only see the 67 downtrend move. It's almost like that Janet Jackson song, "What Have You Done for Me Lately?" That's what everyone's saying with Chainlink. To be honest, that's what everyone's saying with every single altcoin that they're holding right now. What have you done for me lately? It's what they said about Cardano. It's what they're saying about Ethereum. All these different altcoins. What have you done for me lately? And yeah, lately, the last 67 days has not been good, but the previous 3 years have been amazing. And I would I would have more weight. I would listen to the 3 years more than the 70 days, you guys. Until Chainlink fails to make a higher high, then I guess my outlook will change. But at this point, even at this level, has not changed my perception about the coin. And also keep in mind, we don't know how Chainlink will react. It's only been quite some like it's only been, since September of 2017, since this inception of this coin. Just like Cardano, we don't know how Chainlink will react during this phase of the bull cycle. We know how Cardano will react when when Bitcoin gets to a new all-time high. So when it peaks, we know how it reacts. However, before that, we simply don't know. We can speculate and we can anticipate and we can look at other altcoins like Ethereum that have been in that phase and kind of guesstimate, some similarities. Well, it is an altcoin, it should react the same way, but we honestly don't know. And as great as Chainlink is, we also don't know that about Chainlink either. But I would argue that there's going to be some similarities. We're going to see some kind of upside. Whether it's going to be as good as what we saw in the past 3 years is yet to be seen. But I would argue that might be the case. We are already up 200% since July of 2020. But this is just a quick reminder that Chainlink has been an amazing performer. It will continue to be an amazing performer until proven otherwise. But at this point, I've been talking about this level for quite some time. I did, as you know, I have been dollar cost averaging, and these are one of the larger position buys that I've bought into Chainlink. About I think one quarter, 1/5 of my entire position I bought today, this morning, when it came down to that level. But that's all I really have to say about the coin, you guys. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see y'all later. Take care. Bye.